Our next act, though, this is a kind of double special occasion for our next act, because our next act is performing for the first time as Kerry. Here's the thing, this person was at Pride on Saturday, and I think this person, Kerry's Pride fell into the not so good Pride. So here's what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to be part of Kerry's new family, to prove that the experience Kerry had at Pride as well. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Kerry and Boyko! These are your people. These are your people.
Just to give a little bit of context to that, I went to Pride wearing this dress. It is the only dress I own because it is the only dress in all of Britain that fits. And I think I could have handled being misgendered as sir. I got misgendered as father. I was not prepared to be clergified. So let's get the obvious out of the way. I am, as you can plainly see, American. Moved here to London about 3 years ago, and from Austin, Texas, which is a wonderful city. I just had to leave it because I hate gun violence, and so I live in Lewisham now. If you're used to gun violence, knife crime's quaint. You're walking along at night. Guy jumps out at you from the bushes wearing a balaclava and a powdered wig. Stand and deliver your coin purse, madam, lest I be forced to cut you. From the treatment is a pleasure to it with your switchblade. Now, don't be cheese-paring me. I want to see every last thing that happening. Good old-fashioned artisanal mugging. So, there's some culture shock. Before I actually came to London and went to the corner shop for the first time, I did not know that crumpets were real. I thought they were a fairy tale food. Like what a princess would feed to a unicorn. I take the packet, go up to the counter, guy says it's £2, and I ask what I think is the most natural question in the world: how many pounds are in a quid? Without missing a beat, he says, it's £10 to the quid. I got ripped off, I'll admit it. That's why I shop at Aldi now. There it's only £7 to the quid. Lots of little things that I have to get used to here in London that I didn't have to before. Like, for example, I'm from Texas, so it was really a new concept for me, what you British people call winter. We have all the normal seasons in Texas: spring, summer, summer-er. And with that came seasonal depression, unfortunately. And it got so bad the last winter, I barely had the energy or the motivation to even put up the Christmas news. I'm kidding. Just joking about that. Just, I don't even know how to tie news. I'd have to use a clip-on noose. Like they'd make for a little kid. I love that reaction that gets every time. So, you can Google it, but when you type how to tie a noose into Google, it just spits back the number for the Samaritans, and they don't know either. By that time, my browser history was so messed up, Amazon was recommending rat poison. Clippy was the worst. Microsoft Clippy popped up. Hey, it looks like you're going to write a suicide note. Would you like to use one of our main templates? I will admit that my mental health has gotten a a lot better since I had a very recent revelation. I've only known that I'm trans for about 3 months. Yeah, that also explains why my makeup sucks. That and the fact that there's no light in the mirror back there. I'm just going to blame this one on inexperience and God hating me. Yeah, I mean, I'm very lucky though. My family does support me, you know, being a woman. Although I don't know how they're going to react when I tell them I'm a lesbian. I mean, I can just hear my father now. Nobody in this family is going to get a vagina installed unless they intend to put tons of cock in it like the good Lord intended. I repressed myself rather fierce, mostly because I lived in Texas where repression is a survival skill. I remember, you know, you can't be trans in Texas. I mean, like, I don't want to get any holes drilled in me not done by a medically certified professional. I mean, there's places in Texas you can't be different in any way. Like, there's towns you can't go if you're openly Trekkie. They'll look at you and like, hey, you in the fancy red shirt. This is a Star Wars town. Let me make it clear to you. This ain't the barn you're looking for. Move along. So, I figured I'd leave you with this little tidbit. I'm going to tell you because 90% of stand-up comedy is oversharing, but if you ever meet a trans person like me, don't ask about their genitals. They exist in a quantum state of you shouldn't know and you shouldn't care unless you're going to either observe or interact with them. It's called theory of genital relativity. And honestly, asking a trans person about their genitals, kind of like asking the Queen about her genitals. I mean, you don't gotta know whether the Queen's got a tickle gizzard or a pleasure pivot unless, of course, you're the one in charge of the Jubilee of Jaslyn. So, I've been Kerry, I'm Boyko. I hope you enjoyed coming out tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up to Kerry and Boyko! Okay, that was kind of fabulous. That was rather fabulous. Right, Ro, you get the first mark. Right, that was so genital relativity. That has got to become
Everyone wishes they thought of that.
I mean, seriously, there isn't a comedian in the room that isn't there thinking, oh, fuck, I wanted to have thought of that one.